Savage Surrender. A Direwolf's Mission. Written by Ellis Leigh. Narrated by Jarman, Day-Bohn. Chapter 1. We have a situation. Report to the private residences immediately. Bez deleted the text, pocketed his phone, and changed direction. The guards of Merriweather Fields nodded as he stalked past them. One after the other, each shifter stationed at a security point yielded without question. Bez expected nothing less. The very presence of one of his breed made even the strongest of shifters reek of fear and submission. Still, the sentries stood their ground as he passed, afraid but not running, terrified but fighting their cowardice. Bez respected that. The private security staff for the president of the National Association of the Lycan Brotherhood could at least hold their posts as one of the deadliest beasts in their world passed by. Not that they knew exactly what he was. Bez growled low and deep as he passed two more guards. Neither made more than a brief impression on the tracker. Still, his wolf side cataloged their features and scents, noting any detail that made them stand out from the next. The security guards could have been a study in dominant shifter genetics. Each man resembled the next, big, buff, and mean, the kind of shifter most others would roll over and submit to without a challenge. Most shifters, but not him. His long legs eating up the carpeted hall, Bez nearly smirked at the thought of submitting to anyone, let alone one of the president's little pets. The 7 members of Bez's breed respected Blaze, agreed he'd earned it, but that didn't mean they'd submit. Thankfully, Blazius understood the dynamic of the pack when he'd asked Bez's brethren to work with him. Blazius may be president of the NALB, the ruling power over all shifters in the country, but even he didn't try to demand anything of the 7. He issued orders that the team followed, not because they had to, but because they respected him enough to choose to. But in the end, the other 6, like Bez, were a separate pack, a separate breed. The Direwolves. A breed among themselves, one shrouded in mystery. An elite team of soldiers, trackers, hackers, and all-around narcissistic fucks who'd spent millennia battling side by side. They were the men called upon when the best weren't good enough, when creatures of various species needed to be found quickly or put down quietly. And Bez had been called by the only man outside of his own race he'd ever come running for. With heightened animal instincts, a larger frame and body type than your average male, and a higher level of control over both sides of their nature than everyday shift.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?